Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, what are your demons telling you to do? And what is that thing that drives you really? Hi, my name is Gregory Duran, and today I want to talk about a book that got me thinking a lot, like really, really a lot. Now that I've been like halfway through it and just getting through a lot of insights. This is called Freud, Darkness in the Midst of Vision, which is this story about Sigmund Freud, who was the founder of psychoanalytic movement and the you can say one of the pre we can say pre-psychologists of the time. But Freud grew up in a very complex family with a lot of traumas. Just on his mom and father's side, you know, the oldest of seven, and a family that really, a mother that wasn't really there for him. So she was always like very much hands off with him because she was always taking care of other kids, but also expected big things of him. And this is very important here because, you know, you sometimes think about this and you're like, why do I kill myself working? Why do I kill myself doing all the things that I do? And sometimes you don't even know the fucking demon inside you that's fucking taking you there. And it's taking you there because that's how your brain works. When you were 2 years old, they told you, shut the fuck up, do what the fuck I say, because I'm paying the fucking bills and I'm doing the thing, so you shut the fuck up. And you did that shit. And then at 5 years old, you had a fucking tantrum and they beat your ass with a fucking belt or whatever. And now you're back at it again, thinking, okay, now I need to be a good boy. I need to be a good boy. I need to be a good boy, right? So Freud developed this sense of self. Now, it doesn't really, the book doesn't go about the beatings and the stuff like that, but you can tell on certain aspects, you know, the way that he wanted the attention, the way he got into books, the way he devoured kind of like the words in and collected old collectors, you know, items like, you know, little statues and things like that. He wanted to be the hero. So naturally, you know, when he grew older, he looked for the types of male friends that would be high alert, alpha males, high alert, and highly charismatic. You know, so like we can call him the generals, the leaders, the guys that are just like, you know, you get shit done and that they can actually make people follow them. So this is a pattern that recurs a lot through his life, but also his need to kind of be himself, slowly become that person. So he kind of takes that role, but he doesn't take it out of a helping hand. He's kind of like trying to usurp a person and then try to swoop into that role himself. And that's another point here. Like, you know, it drives him to do these things because he himself learned that power through people's idea of him is what matters. So one reason why his movement becomes so strong is that he needs that power. He needs that. He wants it. He's trying to see how he can get it from other people or get it from himself. He tries to make a whole movement out of things that today we look at it and we say, how the fuck did people believe this shit? How did they believe this shit? But then you really think about it, you know, he was highly charismatic, highly, very much a people person, and very much an actor in the way, you know. And this here is another point, which is really, how has your family relationship taken its toll on you, and how it has it driven you to maybe temper out your ambition, or maybe hide it, or maybe just completely just go out and, you know, throw balls to the wall because you're a fucking hustler, you know. So that's very important.
You know, how you deal with your ambition, how you deal with things, what type of positions you look for. All of these things relate to early childhood traumas sometimes, because it's very easy as a child to feel either powerless or empowered. And if you feel powerless, then you're gonna look for the ways to be more hidden about things eventually when you get older, because that's your go-to, that's your motto, right? Because it becomes kind of like that. I gotta find a way to make it without them seeing me, because if I do something bad and then I get found out, I get the belt or I get fucking hit. And so you see all these things, little games that people play, and you wonder why. Oh, it's right there. And finally, just take time for yourself and take time to really figure out what is it that drives you, what is it that you want to do, because in the end, your life is what matters. Everybody else is playing their own game for their own keeps. You gotta find that way to put yourself through the ringer, through your own trials and tribulations for yourself. No one else is gonna do it for you. It's only you in this race. Me, myself, and I. All right, bye-bye.